All right, everybody. By this point, we know our neighborhoods. We know how to read the profit map. You have researched deep dive into all of these different neighborhoods, or you already knew them. And now, what you've done is you've found a couple of different areas that where you really like the profit, the average annual revenue. You like what you're seeing for a certain area and a certain unit size. And so, naturally, the next step that we need to do is dive deep into that unit size in that area and confirm that the data is correct, get as much information as we possibly can about that exact area, and really get into the nitty gritty details of the data for that specific location. All right. And I'm going to preface by saying that this is a very tedious process, but it is very, very important. Okay. Because what we're looking at right now is the average annual revenue. And with any average, there are some that are doing better, and there are some that are doing worse. Okay, and we need to figure out the ones that are doing better. Why are they doing? What are they doing exactly? And the people who are doing worse, what are they doing? And we want to do what these guys are doing and avoid what these people are doing. Okay, so that's the entire idea of what we're going to be going into and getting into. Um, I'm going to double click on this link right now, and what's happening is all of these listings are going to pop open, and the first thing I want to do is actually go over to the revenue. So the revenue column, when you open this up, a really nice feature is that it actually freezes this first row so it doesn't move on you. And so you want to come into this row here. You want to click on that little arrow, and you want to sort the sheet from highest to lowest, so Z to A. And I'm going to do a little more housekeeping here and put it in currency. And now what we have is we have all of our listings that are 3 bedroom, 2 baths. We're just looking at that for this specific neighborhood. And we have them now in order from highest to lowest, right? And as you can see, we have a group that are doing better than 62,000, and we have a group that are doing worse than 62,000. And so what we're going to do is we're going to figure out what these guys are doing, and we're going to do what they're doing, and then we're going to figure out what these guys are doing, and we're not going to do what they're doing, right? Now, before we can get into it and confirm all of this data, we have to actually double check all of the data. So we're actually in the next video, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how I go through each listing and confirm that the data is actually correct. Because even though we have removed majority of all of the bad data, the useless data that we're not going to use, there's still some that slip through that are just impossible to figure out until you actually dive deeper into them. And so in the next video, I'm going to explain to you exactly my process for going from listing to listing and how I sort it and confirm that the data that I'm looking at is accurate. Okay, so let's move forward, or I'll see you in the next video going over that.